Lisa Walker. Firstly, I'd like to thank Peter Green for making this happen tonight. Peter and I have been talking about Lisa as a guest at the Car Club for some months now, and Lisa, I have actually seen you race. I was reflecting that I was at Murray Bridge, maybe earlier this year, and someone said there's a girl out there racing. It was probably Robbie Smith, because he knows all about sprint cars. And you look pretty good.
Thank you.
You're keeping up with boys, and that shouldn't surprise us. I'd like a report card at the end, John, and see how I performed in regard to political correctness and so forth. Now, most of us, most people, I want to say us because that doesn't include people like me and John Bryan, but most people would be dubious about stepping into a 410 sprint car. How would your average punter go? A guy who reckons you can drive a bit to get into one of those cars and do some laps?
I think they'd probably struggle, but yeah, they say it's about a 5-year apprenticeship, so I'm about 3 years in, and I've been racing most of my life. It's a pretty tough job, but yeah, it's pretty exciting.
So Mike couldn't do it. Okay. Now, just in these cars specifically, and I know you've raced karts and 360s, are they physically demanding to drive?
Yeah, they are. I don't think anything at the gym you could do to help you. It's more just race fitness as well. But I've got a lighter steering box, which helps me. I only got onto that at the start of this year, so it's helped me a lot, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so they do test you out, and obviously skills are part of it. Now you are at the stage, you said you're 3 years into what would be a 5-year apprenticeship in 410s. Just give us a run through on your journey from when you first got hold of a steering wheel in anything, probably karts.
Oh yeah, so I started racing karts when I was 9. Did that pretty flat out until I was probably 20, racing up to 4 classes a meeting. So we travelled all over Australia doing that, and that was pretty fun and exciting. And then got the opportunity to step up to a Formula 500 in Speedway. I raced for somebody for a season, and then we decided we wanted to be a little bit more competitive and race as much as we could, so we got our own car. We did that for another couple of years, and then I got the opportunity to step into the sprint car, so that was pretty exciting. Okay.
And do you come from a what we would call a motorsport family? What about Darren? Does he know his way around about a car? Lisa's dad, Darren's here, by the way. Welcome, Darren.
He raced go-karts before I did, so that's his racing. That's where it stops, but my sister raced go-karts as well until she got to about 18 and discovered partying.
Okay.
But yeah, I just sort of kept stuck to it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you would have to say that you come from a motorsport-ish family.
We enjoy motorsport, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I understand with these cars that there's a fair bit of work to do on race day. There's a lot of categories that you turn up with your car, and that's, you hope that's all you have to do other than put petrol in it. But these things, you fiddle with them a lot.
Yeah, and there's a lot of maintenance that goes into it, especially, obviously, you're racing in dirt, so just greasing everything. You run with methanol, so everything's got to be super clean, and they're pretty crazy machines, so just replace a lot of the stuff all the time. So it's a good day's work just getting the car ready, and then on the night, I guess track conditions change a lot, so it's a lot that's involved. And
so you change springs and shocks and
stuff during shocks, turns, and the bars and torsion bars and wing and tyres, stagger, yeah.
Yeah, and who's the brains behind that? Is it your dad?
No.
Okay. So it's someone who's not here tonight?
Yeah, I've got a crew chief. He's in America at the moment. Hopefully learning a bit for this season. So, he's just a good friend of ours. I actually grew up racing go-karts with him, and he went to he sort of just wanted to work on the cars, which and I've been lucky enough he wanted to keep working with me, so yeah.
Well, okay, well, that's very handy because, like I said, there's a fair bit of work to be done along the day. So, does he do your engines as well?
No, so Maxwell Engines do our motors. So
Okay.
yeah.
Is that motors?
Motor? We've got one motor.
Yes, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of well-heeled people here. You might have two by the time you leave tonight. I reckon.
Well, yeah. So last season I was just leasing a motor, but we took the big step to try. Well, we purchased our own, and yeah, it's got about 7 nights left on it, and then we need a rebuild. But we've got our own motor, so that's pretty exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and Maxwell's been doing it for a fair while.
Yeah. So
Many years.
Yeah.
What sort of motor is it? We know it's 410 cubic inches.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just a Chev motor with a billet block run on mechanical fuel injection.
Okay. Does that? I know what she's talking about. Yeah. Okay. So and that's basically
That's it.
they all
They're pretty
run.
simple. Yeah.
They all run the same engines.
Yep.
350 stroked or big block,
Yeah,
bigger than
they're all the
350.
same. Yeah. 900 horsepower.
900 horsepower of methanol.
Yeah.
I've never had that. Now, I know the answer to this question because I met your boss earlier. What do you do during the day?
I work at Action Line Marking, so for Scott, I'm his personal assistant, but we do a little bit of everything around the office, and I've been there straight out of school, so I've been there 11 years.
Good as me.
Yeah.
Well, you must be good at what you do. Is that a profitable business? You did the banking. Is he making any money?
He's one of my main sponsors.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. So you bought the engine off Scott, did you? Yeah. No, that's great. It's great for you guys to come along and support Lisa tonight too. So, okay. So you've got your engine. The season is on the horizon. Are you going to do that motor before the season starts?
No, we're going to try. It's probably got another 7 meetings left in it, and then it will need a rebuild. So that'll be just before Christmas, before we head into Speed Week.
Okay. Yeah. And are these engines durable? Like some motors have to be pulled down very frequently, and they do suffer a lot of wear and breakages. Do these things hang together usually?
Yeah, they're not too bad if you do correct maintenance and that. But you get about 15 to 20 nights on one before it needs a rebuild.
Okay, that's a fair few revs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. No, that's good. Sponsors, other than the line marking company, Action Line Marking. Yep. Other than that, do you have any other sponsors?
Yeah. Well, Action Line Marking have been with me the longest. And Scott's helped me with a lot of my other partners, which I've been very fortunate with, but also Devil Race Cards. So I met them through Racing Go-Karts as well. Northeast Isuzu, Adelaide Iveco, Backstreet Traders, Ennis Flint.
Yes, okay, so you've got some people supporting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's hard to chase money, isn't it?
It's very hard.
That's almost a full-time job for some people.
Yeah, it's very hard. Most of our off-season is spent chasing potential partners so we can race the next season. So most of my partners have been with me 5 years or more, so just carry them on and just keep searching for new ones to keep the dream alive.
Yeah. Okay, and do you do any fundraising yourself?
We have a bit of an idea. We have a membership, so we have a bronze, silver and gold. So you get your name on the car and a bit of a membership pack, and then the gold you get a corporate pass to Murray Bridge Speedway for a night.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting. It's just a little bit we try to do to give back to those that help us.
Yeah. No, that's good. You'd be aware of Todd Hazelwood and the...
Yes, Todd and I raced for the same team when we raced dirt karts, so yeah.
I thought there would be an association there. Yeah, because their fundraising's non-stop. Now,
Yes, they are.
are you the only woman driving sprint cars in Australia?
The only in SA, there's a couple in Victoria, one in Queensland, I think, so, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's kind of rare, but not...
Yeah, it's not too rare, there's more and more
Yeah.
coming through the ranks.
Yeah, not that we should view it any differently, and this isn't just to observe political correctness, because obviously a woman can drive a car as fast as a bloke, but it's a male-dominated sport, isn't it? Well,
Yeah,
motor.
it is, yeah.
Yeah,
It is, yeah.
No getting away from that. Is that ever an issue? Are you intimidated or bagged or anything like that?
I personally haven't had too much issue with it. I've sort of grown up racing with a lot of the guys I race against now. It's probably more so if I race interstate. I mean, I guess nobody wants to be beaten by a girl. I don't want to be beaten by a girl. But no, you just got to give what you give and race. Everyone races the same. So yeah, I haven't had too much of an issue with it. No.
No, you got to put that aside, don't you? So now you've raced on most tracks around Australia. You said in your little resume, you've raced on all of them or most of them.
Most go-kart tracks I have. Speedway, I've sort of driven all of SA, Victoria, and WA. But
Okay.
yeah, so that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a bit of travelling, and do you drive the truck?
No, I don't drive. Well, the last few seasons we've had a semi, so I haven't been driving that. But this year we've got our rigid, so I might drive that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Why not? Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
a complete package if you get the car there as well. You've raced at Warrnambool.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that the biggest meeting that we have in Australia for sprint cars?
The classic, yeah, that would probably be the biggest car count. I think there's about 110 cars, so that's a pretty awesome event to be a part of. Yeah.
Okay. So is Knoxville on your horizon?
Oh yeah, I'd like to sort of conquer here first, but yeah, it'd be pretty awesome to get over there. But yeah, great.
We have there's a South Australian that races over there, Scott.
Scott Baguki.
Yeah, I never know how to say it.
Yeah, he races
Baguki.
Yeah.
Yeah, he races cars
he
as well.
races
Yes.
cars as well, yeah.
He's doing all right, isn't he? And he's posted a lot on social media about how he's progressing and where he starts in the A
Yeah, he's
lane.
done a good job to set himself up over there.
Yeah,
Doing good, yeah.
It's pretty easy from Australia. They all love us. Well, I'm just talking from personal experience. Okay. So when does the season start? When's summer?
It starts about October, so then November, December, January is pretty flat out, and then it sort of slows down and will end about April. So
Okay, so it's a big rush for a short period.
yeah, it's about 6. Yeah, I think it's about 6 months of racing. So yeah, I think you get between 20 and 30 races in between that time. Yeah.
And where can we go to see your race other than Murray Bridge?
Other than Murray Bridge, I do most of Warrnambool, Mount Gambier, a bit of Avalon.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so try and get around a bit.
I'm going to go to Warrnambool. There's a friend of mine who's always promising me that he'll take me to Warrnambool, and he lets me down. But Frosty and I share our grief, don't we, Chris? Yes.
Some things aren't fair in life, are they?
No, just Mr. Left Out swear. Yep. Okay. So we'll get to Warrnambool one day. But yeah, we'll shoot up at Murray Bridge, and perhaps we can get a program of the events as we're drawing near, and put something in Wheelspin
Yeah.
That's our club magazine to let
Yeah.
everyone know when you're
Yeah,
racing, and
not a problem.
we'll swell the numbers at Murray Bridge. So yeah. Now, is there any questions you'd like to ask me? Or no? No. I mean, any questions that you would like to be asked?
Oh, I'm not sure. Does anybody have any questions?
There was a big crash on this little video that we showed.
Oh, yeah, they crashed.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Was that upside down?
That was my first one in the sprint car, I think. Yeah, so
Okay. Yep.
they're pretty easy to crash. Unfortunately, expensive too. But yeah, no, you're harnessed in pretty well, so you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you stay inside of the fence. Mr. Smith,
Do you expect to get some really good benefits from your crew chief and his off-season
I do expect to get some benefits, yeah. So I started working with him last year and I gained a heap of confidence in him and the car, his feedback. So he's over there working with Tony Stewart and Kyle Larson at the moment. So I'm hoping he can bring back a bit of knowledge and I can learn from him. So yeah.
Is that the Tony Stewart?
Yeah.
Okay. What do they call me? Smoke or something?
Yeah.
What's the highest level of motorsport you'd love to do?
I think I'm at it. Like I probably never thought I would even race a sprint car. So to have been given the opportunity to do that, and now I'm sort of trying to run my own team this year. So pretty excited about that. Yeah.
You're still young.
Yeah.
Wish I was younger.
Yeah, okay. Any other questions? Man down the back there?
Yes, they do. Yeah, it's pretty. They got a pretty busy schedule now. So the same people that own Murray Bridge own Parramatta and Toowoomba, but yeah, so they legs. Sorry? No, I haven't. No, I'd like to. No, I'll do the World Series Speed Week, which is obviously through here in Victoria. Yeah.
Mm. Yes, Stuart.
How much does a right rear tyre cost?
A right rear.
How many would you get for a typical season?
So a right rear is approximately $380, I think, or $390. Some teams are putting them on every race, so heat race. Oh geez, I wouldn't know how many are within a season, but you'd probably want at least one at night. You probably want a new one on at the start to time trial with, and then we might put a second-hand one on for a heat race, and then put the other one back on for the feature. But I mean, some of as I said, the high-profile teams will put them on every heat race, and I'll just buy their second-hand ones a lot of the time. So yeah.
Buy them.
Yeah. Well.
You want to get Darren wound up. You shouldn't have to pay for them. Yes. No, it's a bit. Well, that's it's not a level playing field.
No,
Ever
some
is
of the
it really?
budgets are crazy, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, very good. Chris.
You mentioned 900 horsepower. What's the weight of the car?
So the weight of the car with me in it is about 750 kilo.
Mm.
Yeah, so the power to weight is pretty crazy.
Yes. Would take a hell of a lot of courage.
Yeah, well, it's pretty daunting when you first get into them, but yeah, and as I was saying before, getting your head around keeping your foot in the throttle, because if you get out of it, it just unsettles the car so much and wants to pretty much just throw you into the wall. So yeah, the car handles so much better when you're in the power.
I think we've finished. Now we do have a special gift for guests, and we'll give it to you later. Thanks very much, Lisa. It's been fantastic.